Hi, it's Natalie. All right, you won't believe the week that I've had. I broke my arm. I've never broken anything, and I broke my arm. So, this is my finished project. Thankfully, I was mostly done. Some of the typing I was going to add later just didn't get done. So, this is my prototype. I put it into 3 sections just to make it more computer friendly. My idea was to make a game, an escape room style game that would teach kids math and spelling. So I decided to go with the Apollo 11 moon landing for a theme. So there'd be a little history in there, and I just stuck with spelling, although I think that this could be easily adapted for math too. So when they get in there, they just have to start by, there's a little blurb to read, and then they click accept mission. And then they can choose their astronaut, and that will give them the type of game that they are going to play. So I only did the spelling version, so all of these go to spelling for right now. Then there's a little blurb that tells them their little starting information. And then this is the screen they go to, and I wired this all up in XD, and so you have to go in the right order for this, but the way I imagine it would be in, they could just find whatever they want when they find it. So this is how this one goes. They come here and find the launch codes. These are the spelling words. And then they find there's 3 different hidden areas in each of these. So up here, the first one, the hint is right here, not interested. And so the way it would go in the real game is they would swipe up on the iPad or down to get the switch set the right way. So B-O-R-E-D. And then the word pops up right there so they know they got it right. The next one is over here. And here's the clue, a short duration of rain. The way I imagine this is they touch it with their hand and turn the dial. And so shower, S-H-O-W-E-R. And then showers down here. And the final one is up here. And here's the clue, boarding pass. So I found these images on I think it was, oh no, I can't remember. It's a simulator for Apollo 11. Oh, it's the Smithsonian. And so I photoshopped a ton. I learned a lot about Photoshop doing this. So I changed these. There were like some other numbers or words or something on here. So I changed these and tried to give them a little texture, changed the opacity, and then I added this here. The idea of an escape room is to make it look as real as possible without giving away too many clues. So I tried to blend it in as good as I could. So here's the clue, boarding pass. So T-I-C-K-E-T, and then ticket pops up down there. All right, and then they're ready to launch. So this is Houston, give the landing codes, not interested, and they'll come down here and click board. Boarding pass is a ticket, and short duration of rain is shower. And then they can click this and launch, and they get their congratulations screen. All right, so this is where they would go next. It would take them here, and I've kind of hidden the spelling words in here for reference. And then the first one is hidden up here. Oh, I photoshopped in the moon there. And you'll see as we go that the moon gets bigger as they get closer, as they solve more problems. So here's the first one, and here's the clue. And then the word is guide. So, whoops, that's not the first one. Just kidding. This is the first one. Here's the clue. And the word is modern. So they click this and it moves it over. I would imagine this, them sliding it over so it lines up. And then they get the word there. Okay, so then there's the moon a little bit bigger. And here's guide, so G-U. I would imagine this one with them tilting the iPad so it until the letter lines up in just the right spot. I-D-E. And they get the word guide. And then the moon's really big there. And then the final one is right here. A good chance for progress is their clue. And here are the letters. And so they click it. So then the button goes down. P, P. I had to create this whole panel and make buttons that go up and down for this. N-I-T-Y. Then they have the opportunity. And then they're ready to give their landing codes. So characteristic of the present modern, guide, and opportunity. And then they get this cool shot of the Earth from standing on the moon. And then the final one is phase 3 here. So here's the words kind of hidden in there for them. Here's the first one, and it's the spell checker. Whoops. Nope, that's not the first one. This is the first one. Here's the clue, invertebrates, dirt recycler, so they would know that's a worm. If they need to go back out, they could look at that. So then I imagine them turning this dial, W-O-R-M, and that pops up down there. And then we're here, and it's the spell checker, so the word beggar, is that correct or incorrect? And so that's spelled incorrect, so it says good because you picked incorrect, incorrect again, and now it's correct, and now they get the word beggar. This is the final one, and I did a crossword puzzle here, so I had to recreate this whole dial and add letters and these little holes here and try to make them integrated as much as possible, and then create this puzzle. So it says here formal learning, that's their clue, and here's the letter that it's pointing to. And then also over here it highlights which one that they're on. So there's the S for the word lesson, and then they turn the knob and they get the next letter. O. Oh, I've done this too many times. Inexpensive is cheap. Turn it. U. Turn. Push. Speaking is says. Says. Push. A. Cheap. Says. Lesson and sheep, push and sheep, and as they get these, they pop down there so to show that they got that word. There's cheap, so cheap comes in, turn it, and there's lesson. All right. Oh man. All right. Then the next screen that comes up, that didn't get wired in right. The next screen that comes up there is this one. So then they choose their words. So worm, beggar, lesson, bush, sheep, and says. And they get this. Yay, they walked on the moon. Anyway, I learned a ton about Photoshop and XD and did a bunch of refinements and just had a lot of fun doing this project. And thank you for taking the time. And thanks for your help this semester with just everything. And I hope you guys do great with that new baby.